In one of the cold winter days in the bustling streets of San Francisco, Ahmed's life had dwindled to despair. He was an unemployed engineer, left jobless and homeless by the economic crisis, spending his days begging for alms from passers-by. His ID was worn out by time, his clothes reflecting the desperation he lived. His simple sign read, "Sandwich, please," words that carried all of Ahmed's need for that day. The clock was approaching noon, and the cold wind swept through the city streets as if trying to erase any warmth left in the air. Elon Musk, on his way to an important meeting, noticed Ahmad. Musk, always believing in the value of opportunity and the power of human transformation, decided to stop. He stepped out of his car and approached Ahmad, asking him quietly about how he felt. Ahmad, accustomed to negative reactions or being ignored, was surprised by Musk's clear interest. After hearing Ahmed's story, Musk decided to take an unexpected step. "We won't just buy you a sandwich," Musk said. "I want to see you in a different test." Musk pulled out his wallet, and from it, he drew a check with an amount Ahmad couldn't imagine: $50,000. "This isn't a gift, but an investment in your potential," Musk said firmly. "I want you to use this money to rebuild your life and be ready to work with me at SpaceX. We'll test you, and if you succeed, you'll be part of our team." Ahmad didn't know how to respond. The sum was enormous for him, but he felt a spark of hope ignite within. He started using the money wisely, renting a small but warm place in a less expensive area, buying new clothes to regain some of his dignity, and paying off some of his debts. Then he began retraining himself on the engineering skills that had rusted due to circumstances, using books and free online courses, and benefiting from public libraries to return to academic life. After a few weeks, Ahmad received a call from Musk's team, inviting him to a personal interview at SpaceX's headquarters in Hawthorne, California. During the interview, he was introduced to a new project, developing technology to enhance space systems. The test was tough, requiring him to work on a complex problem in designing a more efficient, less costly rocket fuel system. Ahmad, driven by the opportunity given to him, worked tirelessly. He spent long hours at night, reading, writing, and testing new designs and proposals. He had to prove himself not only as a skilled engineer, but as someone capable of adapting and learning quickly. Musk watched Ahmed's progress with interest, believing in the power of willpower and people's ability to change. After months of hard work, Ahmad officially became part of the SpaceX team, contributing to world-changing projects like spaceflight technologies and space colonization. Ahmad showcased his skills in designing more efficient fuel systems, leading to lower launch costs and increased return capability from orbit. Ahmed's journey didn't end with employment. He became an inspiration story for others within and outside the company. He participated in establishing an internal program to support employees facing personal challenges, providing them with psychological and financial support to overcome their obstacles. Ahmad became a living example of how opportunity, when given to the deserving, can change an entire life and shape a new future. Thus, Ahmed's life transformed from a man searching for a sandwich to feed his hunger to an engineer contributing to humanity's future in space, proving that even in the harshest circumstances, a person can rise again. Ahmed's inclusion in SpaceX wasn't just about his technical skills. It was also about his resilience and the unique perspective he brought to the team. He quickly became known for his innovative solutions to problems that others might overlook. His background gave him an outsider's view, which sometimes provided the most straightforward and effective answers to complex issues. He worked closely with the propulsion team, where his design for a new type of fuel injection system was implemented, significantly reducing engine wear and enhancing performance. This led to SpaceX achieving a record for the most number of successful rocket landings, a direct impact of Ahmed's work. Outside of his technical contributions, Ahmad initiated a mentorship program within SpaceX, pairing experienced engineers with newcomers or those returning to the workforce after long breaks. This program not only helped in knowledge transfer, but also in building a more inclusive and supportive company culture. His personal story began to spread within the company, becoming a narrative of hope and second chances. During company-wide meetings, Musk would often reference Ahmed's journey as a testament to the company's values of innovation, perseverance, and human potential. Ahmad also took part in community outreach programs, using his experience to help others in similar situations. He volunteered at local shelters, offering not just food but also workshops on resume writing, basic coding, and engineering principles, aiming to empower others to change their lives. His work with SpaceX also led him to pursue further education, taking advantage of the company's educational benefits to enroll in advanced courses. This education not only refined his skills, but also allowed him to contribute to theoretical advancements in space technology. One of his proudest moments came when he was invited to speak at a conference on sustainable space exploration. Here, he shared his journey from the streets to the stars, emphasizing how education, opportunity, and mentorship could transform lives. His speech was met with a standing ovation, not just for his personal triumph, but for the broader message of hope and possibility. Ahmed's life continued to evolve. He became a symbol of transformation within SpaceX, embodying the ethos that anyone with determination and the right support can achieve greatness. His story influenced company policies, leading to more robust support systems for employees, ensuring that no talent would be left untapped due to personal circumstances. In the years that followed, Ahmed's contributions both at work and in the community continued to grow. He was instrumental in new projects aimed at making space travel more accessible and environmentally sustainable, always pushing the boundaries of what was thought possible. His journey from begging for a sandwich to leading significant advancements in space technology became a beacon of inspiration, proving that with the right opportunity, anyone can reach for the stars. Ahmed's influence extended beyond the walls of SpaceX, as he was recognized for his community work and contributions to the field. He was invited to join advisory boards focused on tech education for underprivileged communities, where he advocated for programs that could provide similar opportunities to those he had received. Within SpaceX, Ahmed's leadership role grew. He was put in charge of a new initiative aimed at developing reusable rocket components that could be recycled or repurposed, significantly reducing the environmental impact of space missions. This project was personal for Ahmed, reflecting his own journey of rebirth and sustainability. His team, inspired by his story, worked with unprecedented zeal, leading to breakthroughs in material science that allowed for components to withstand multiple launches and reentries with minimal degradation. Their work was pivotal in making space travel more economically and ecologically viable, aligning with Musk's vision of making humanity a multiplanetary species. Ahmed's personal life also saw significant changes. With his newfound stability and success, he was able to reconnect with family he had lost touch with during his darkest times. He supported his siblings' education, ensuring they had the opportunities he once lacked. His family became his anchor, celebrating each milestone in his career with him. He also became a regular speaker at universities and tech conferences, not just in the U.S. but globally, sharing his insights on resilience, innovation, and the social responsibility of tech companies. His talks often highlighted the importance of giving back, drawing from his own experience of receiving a life-changing opportunity. His work with SpaceX led to him being awarded several patents in aerospace engineering, further cementing his reputation in the field. One of the most notable was a new method for cooling rocket engines, which was hailed as a game-changer in the industry. Ahmed never forgot where he came from. He continued to invest time and resources into community projects, particularly those aimed at reducing homelessness and supporting education in STEM fields. He established a foundation that partnered with local governments to provide housing, education, and job training to those in need, inspired by the principle that everyone deserves a chance to rebuild their life. His story caught the eye of media outlets, leading to documentaries and articles that not only celebrated his achievements, but also shed light on the systemic issues of poverty and homelessness. Ahmed used his platform to advocate for policy changes that would support more people in transitioning from hardship to hope. Back at SpaceX, his leadership continued to be transformative. He was key in developing a mentorship culture that went beyond just technical skills, focusing on personal growth, resilience, and community involvement. This culture shift was credited with improving employee retention and satisfaction, making SpaceX not just a leader in space technology, but also in corporate culture. Ahmed's journey from the streets of San Francisco to the forefront of space exploration was a testament to the power of opportunity, hard work, and the human spirit's capacity for change. His life became an ongoing narrative of how one person's transformation could inspire and catalyze change in countless others, proving that the sky is not the limit but merely the beginning. Ahmed's influence continued to expand, touching more lives and shaping policies. His advocacy in education led to the creation of scholarships specifically aimed at students from low-income backgrounds interested in STEM fields. These scholarships were designed not only to cover tuition, but also to provide mentorship, internships at SpaceX, and access to resources that could level the playing field for those less privileged. At SpaceX, Ahmad spearheaded the development of a new educational outreach program named after him, the Ahmad Initiative, which aimed to bring space education to schools in underserved areas. The program included hands-on workshops, virtual reality tours of space missions, and guest lectures by SpaceX engineers, including Ahmad himself. This initiative was groundbreaking in engaging young minds with the possibilities of space and science, fostering a new generation of innovators. His leadership in sustainable space practices also bore fruit with the launch of a satellite designed to monitor and clean up space debris. This project was a direct response to the growing concern of space pollution, and under Ahmed's guidance, it became a benchmark for future space missions, highlighting the importance of environmental stewardship in space exploration. Internationally, Ahmed's reputation grew, leading to collaborations with space agencies like ESA, European Space Agency, and JAXA, Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, on global projects aimed at sustainable space development. He was instrumental in forming an international consortium focused on ethical space practices, ensuring that the expansion into space would not replicate Earth's environmental mistakes. On a personal level, Ahmed's story inspired a book, From the Street to the Stars, which became an international bestseller. The book chronicled his journey, but more importantly, it served as a motivational guide for anyone facing adversity, emphasizing that opportunities, when seized, can lead to extraordinary outcomes. Proceeds from the book went to his foundation, further expanding its reach and impact. He also became involved in political advocacy, pushing for policies that would support affordable housing, education reform, and job creation in tech sectors. His voice in these discussions was crucial, as he brought firsthand knowledge of the struggles faced by those in poverty, advocating for systemic changes that could prevent others from experiencing similar hardships. Ahmed's work in community development continued to evolve. He initiated a project to convert abandoned buildings into tech hubs where the homeless could learn coding, robotics, and other tech skills, providing them with not just shelter, but also a pathway to employment. This project was lauded for its dual impact on urban development and human empowerment. His contributions to SpaceX did not go unnoticed. He was awarded several prestigious accolades, including being named one of Time's 100 most influential people. This recognition was not just for his technical achievements, but for his holistic approach to innovation, community building, and environmental consciousness in the space industry. As years passed, Ahmed's legacy was not only in the stars, but also in the countless lives he touched on Earth. His initiatives ensured that the lessons he learned from his own life were passed on, creating a cycle of opportunity and empowerment. His story became a beacon of hope, illustrating that with determination, support, and a bit of luck, anyone can transcend their circumstances and contribute to something much larger than themselves. Ahmed's influence continued to ripple through various facets of society, technology, and policy. With his increasing global recognition, he was appointed as a special advisor to the United Nations on sustainable space exploration, where he helped shape international guidelines for space activities that focus on sustainability, inclusivity, and global cooperation. His commitment to education led him to partner with universities around the world to establish the Global Space Education Network, a consortium dedicated to making space education accessible to all, regardless of economic background. This network facilitated exchanges between students from different countries, providing scholarships, research opportunities, and joint projects, fostering a truly global approach to space science. In innovation, Ahmed's work at SpaceX led to the creation of a new division focused on space tourism for educational purposes. This division aimed to make short, educational trips to space affordable for educators and students, believing that firsthand experience could inspire the next generation of scientists and engineers. The first such trip was a monumental success, with participants returning with a renewed zeal for STEM education. Back in his community, Ahmed's foundation expanded its scope to include not just tech education, but also mental health support, recognizing the intertwined nature of personal well-being and professional success. He launched a series of mental health workshops tailored for those in tech industries, understanding that the pressures of such fields could be overwhelming without proper support. His influence in politics grew, leading him to start a think tank named Space for All, which focused on how space technology could solve earthbound problems like climate change, water scarcity, and energy. Through this think tank, Ahmad collaborated with policymakers to draft legislation that would encourage the use of space tech for environmental sustainability. Ahmed's personal narrative of transformation from homelessness to a leader in space technology became a case study in business schools around the world, teaching future leaders about resilience, innovation, and the importance of social responsibility. His story was used to illustrate how corporate success could go hand in hand with societal betterment. He also ventured into documentary filmmaking, producing a series titled Space for Humanity, which explored different communities around the world and how space technology could improve their lives. This series not only educated, but also inspired viewers on the potential of space exploration beyond commercial or military purposes. In recognition of his contributions, Asteroid 12345 Ahmad was named in his honor by the International Astronomical Union, symbolizing his lasting impact on humanity's journey into space. This was both a personal honor and a testament to his belief that space belongs to everyone, not just the elite. As he aged, Ahmed's focus shifted towards ensuring his legacy would continue. He mentored young leaders within SpaceX and his foundation, ensuring they carried forward his vision of a world where technology serves humanity and preserves the planet. He established an annual Ahmad Prize for innovations that not only advanced space technology, but also contributed positively to societal challenges. Through all these endeavors, Ahmad never lost sight of the core message of his life story: the transformative power of opportunity. His journey from asking for a sandwich on the streets to shaping policies for space exploration served as a powerful reminder that with the right support, anyone could achieve the unimaginable, leaving an indelible mark on both the Earth and the cosmos. And so ends Ahmed's story, from the sandwich to the stars. If you like inspiring stories, don't forget to subscribe to our Stardom Stories channel. And don't forget to put the like button if you like the story. Thank you for following us, and see you in the next story.